So check this out, everyone. Like my brother LaShawn say, in order to get to the bottom of a situation, you got to go to the bottom. And we're going to go to the bottom of the situation right now. First of all, shout out to the New York City nurses who went out on strike for something that they believed in. They was not striking solely over money or anything like that. They were striking because of nurse staff levels, right? They took a stand. They went out on strike for 3 days and they won. They won. Now let's think about this. You got nurses who's overlooking critically ill patients, ICU patients, emergency room patients, regular inpatient people. They went out on strike. The nurses stood their ground and said, you know what? Human life have to wait. We have to take care of us before we could take care of anyone else. That shows strength. That shows intelligence. That shows power. That's what unionism is. Taking care of you first before taking care of other people. And just to put it in perspective, like I said, they ignored human life. And I'm not mad at them. Now, when it's time for us transit workers to get what we deserve, Local 100 have no excuse to go out on strike. The Taylor law does not outweigh human life. Local 100 leadership have absolutely no excuse. John Samuelson, great speaker, poor leader. Scared of the government, scared of every single governor who governed New York. Tony Utano, soft. And now we got Richie Davis. Right? Now, Richie Davis was the vice president, then he went to secretary treasurer, and now he's the appointed president. They didn't show no fight. We already seen what happened during COVID. We already see what happens with the continuous assaults amongst transit workers. Absolutely no fight. Nothing but excuses. And we got the contract of our lives coming up in May. Negotiations start in March, February, around there. And we are being led by weak leadership. Richie Davis don't got not one person around him to keep it 100 with him. And he's not going to have no excuses this contract. This is not the contract to have go along, get along people around you. And now let me bring you guys up to speed as to what's going on right now in Local 100. The officers took a trip to Tarrytown, New York for contract training. Yeah, they're going to train for the contract a couple of months before the contract is due. Some weeks before the actual negotiations start. Instead of handling this and going into this probably last summer when they really should have started, they doing it a couple of weeks before the official negotiations start. Does that seem like a union who's taking this fight serious? Does this seem like a union who cares about assaults, who cares what happened to us during COVID, who cares about women's issues? Does this seem like a union that care? And I want to show you guys something. Just today, Donald Yates, when every officer should be focused on what the mission is, that this is a very, 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 very important contract. We got wages to negotiate. We got better health care to negotiate. We got better work rules to negotiate. And this is what Donald Yates is doing on a union dime. He's having a drink when they should be laser focused on this contract, laser focused on the training. This is horrible optics. Yeah, you're a grown man. You could go have a drink. You could go do whatever. But this is horrible optics to put out there when our lives are literally on the line as transit workers. And you got the audacity to post a picture of you having a bear in a Union t-shirt when you should be laser focused on the fight ahead. Negotiations start a few weeks from now. A few weeks. If this was a boxing match and you training up to that match, you want to be as sharp as possible. You want to be in the best shape mentally and physically as possible. Donald Yates is showing that he's unfocused. Mentally, at the least. He's not thinking about the optics that this give out in a Union t-shirt when you should be laser focused on the task at hand, which are the business of the members that y'all are handling up there regarding the contract. Man, I mean, and nobody even, like, y'all not even trying to pull people coattail and say, yo, the do's, the don'ts. We know if Yates doing this, imagine what the other officers is doing. I'm telling you, this is the party and BS union. This is the parade union. They don't really care about our issues. They don't put our issues first. They don't even motivate us to even think that we may have to take a drastic measure of going on strike. Do you guys feel motivated? Do you feel like these reps are doing the best that they can with these type of optics? They should be laser focused and locked in on the mission at hand. We got the most important contract ever for transit workers. And this is what they doing. We are in some serious trouble, people. And if we want to see change at this point, we have to be the change that we want to see. We have to be that. These optics is bad. Besides the optics of Richie Davis going and mumbling, like Richie Davis is like the mumble rapper of union leaders right now. Disgusting. Disgusting. And here we got Donald Yates. Bad optics. Horrible optics. You guys is up there supposed to be handling the business of the members. Laser focused. And you talking about beer and having a drink in a union shirt. This is what we working with, people. We are in some serious trouble. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.